you all are giving sufficient time to your studies. And students, as you know, we are discussing the chapter The Thief's Story from our book Footprints Without Feet, and this is the chapter number 2 of our book, and already it's going on. We have discussed a sufficient part of this chapter. Or before we start our today's one video, let's take a recap regarding what we have already discussed in our last one. The Thief Story, it's an interesting, amazing story, and here in this one we have two main characters. One is Anil and second one is Hari. Anil is a story writer and he is kind and very simple by nature. He is a writer, he loves to write stories and he is generous and forgiving. And Hari is our thief in our story. Hari is a small tiny thief. Hari, he loves to steal other person, and these two are main character. And Hari is the main character of this story, as whole story revolves around Hari. And as per our chapter name, The Thief Story, this is the story of Hari. Hari met Anil in a wrestling match. So that very moment, he made a plan to rob Anil, because Anil's look was so innocent. He was so generous by nature. His overall look was so simple for Hari. So at that moment, he made his plan to steal from Anil. Okay. So we have already discussed earlier that Hari met Anil and he asked Anil to give him a simple job, and he offered that he would cook for him and he would do his household chore. And when Hari went to Anil's home, and that moment and that day, Anil comes to know that Hari was not able to cook, but still he gave a corner of his house to Hari and he helped him in every way. He gave him breakfast, lunch, dinner, and every day Hari was making a small sum of money daily. 1 rupees he was keeping or hiding from Anil every day. So earlier we have discussed that Hari was there at Anil's house. He was daily observing Anil's activities, what kind of life he was living there, and how he was selling simple stories to different kind of producers, and how by fits and starts he was making his money. It was kind of queer, it was kind of strange for Hari, the way Anil was making money. So he was observing whole things every day, and he was just waiting for that golden moment when he would get the chance to steal Anil's money. And that day was not so far. Finally that day has come, for which Hari was already waiting. So today we have to start from here. Anil was asleep. A beam of moonlight stepped over the balcony and fell on the bed. So it was the time when Anil got 600 rupees by selling a story, by selling his writing to a producer, and that day he got 600 rupees. And it was the golden chance, it was the right time for the Hari to steal his money. Anil was asleep. A beam of moonlight stepped over the balcony. So a beam of moonlight, a ray of light from the moon, it was there, it was entered in the balcony and fell on the bed. I sat up on the floor. So Hari was restless because he knew that it was the night for him to steal the money. So he was restless over whole night. He was not able to sleep. So what he did, he sat up on the floor and then considering the situation. So he considered the whole scene, the whole situation, and he observed everything minutely, because he was about to rob the money. So that is why he stood there for a while and then he observed the whole scene very carefully. He considered everything very keenly, and then what he did, if I took the money, I could catch the 10:30 express to Lucknow. So he thought in his mind, if I took the money, I could catch the 10:30 express to Lucknow. So what was going on in his mind? He was negotiating the situation. He was putting together all the possibilities there, that what things he would be able to do if he would rob the money at that moment. So he was thinking what was going on in his mind, that if he would be able to catch, if he would be able to get the money, then what would happen? He would be able to catch the 10:30 express to Lucknow. So this was the plan going on in Hari's mind. Slipping out of the blanket, I crept out of the bed. Crept out of the bed. Crept out means slowly moving out without making any noise. So he crept out from his bed, and then what he did, Anil was sleeping peacefully. So Anil was not worried regarding the money. He kept, or he tucked 600 rupees under the mattress, but he was not, a slight tension was there on his face. He was peacefully, he was restfully sleeping on his mattress, and when Hari saw his face was clear and unlined. Even I had more marks on my face, though mine were mostly scars. So when Hari observed his sleeping face, Anil's sleeping face, what was his face condition? It was peaceful, his expression was peaceful, his expressions were peaceful, and his face was clear, there was not a mark, and it was unlined. And then Hari thought in his mind that he had more marks on his face, though his were mostly scars. So this shows the nature of both the person here. Anil was a story writer, he was a kind, he was a generous, he was a free spirit, and that is why he was not ever worried about the money, from where the money would come, from how I will get my bread, or from what I would do if I would not have the money. He was always and always so easygoing person. That is why no wrinkles, no scars, or no type of, or any type of lines were there or visible on his face. But as compared to Hari's face was full of scars, just because always and always, due to his profession, he was always worried about the condition, because it was his profession was full of tension, full of worry. So that is why his face was full of tension, full of scars, and that tension was visible on his face. His face was full of lines and wrinkles, and as well as there were so many scars, because the profession in which Hari was, it was obvious that he was having such type of, or many types of scars for this. So let's proceed. My hand slid under the mattress, searching for the notes. So my hand slid under the mattress. So slid means move slowly or smoothly inside a surface or on a surface. So he said, my hand slid under the mattress very carefully, searching for the notes. So he slid his hand very smoothly, very slowly inside the mattress where Anil kept his money. And then when I found them, so when Hari got the money, he carefully, smoothly, very slowly, when he found them, he drew them out. So he dragged the money out without a sound, without creating a single sound or a simple sound. So he dragged the money out, and then what happened? I drew them out without a sound. Anil sighed in his sleep and turned on his side. So what happened? When Hari dragged the money out, for a slight moment, When Hari dragged the money out for a nanosecond, for a single second, Hari, when dragging the money out, Anil moved a little bit. He changed his position while sleeping and he sighed. A deep sigh was there, and then he changed his position. And that moment when Anil sighed and changed and turned his position towards him, I was startled. So at that moment, Hari was a little bit startled, a little bit shocked, a little bit worried because he thought that maybe Anil would woke up and catch him at that moment. But it did not happen. Anil was still sleeping and then he said, I was startled and quickly crawled out of the room. So for a moment he was shocked, he was worried, and then what he did? He crawled quickly out of the room. So what is crawled means he dragged himself out of the room, he slithered himself out of the room because he was afraid regarding that Anil would woke up anytime. Because he was a thief, always he had to handle such type of situation. When I was on the door, so he came out from the house because he had the key of he was having already a separate key of that room. So he came out on the road with the money and he said, I began to run because it was obvious he robbed Anil's money and now he was worried regarding that. Now he was trying to run away from that scene. So that is why he ran away from there. I had the notes at my waist, held there by the string of my pajamas. So Hari tied the notes with the fiber rope of his pajama. I slowed down to walk and counted the notes, 600 rupees in 50s. I could live like an oil-rich Arab for a week or two. So when Anil ran away from the situation, when Hari ran away from that situation, he rushed towards the main road. At that moment, when he saw that there was nobody behind him and he was alone there, then he paused himself for a moment, he stopped there for a moment and then he counted the money there and it was 600 rupees in 50 rupees note, and that time he thought that he could live like a oil-rich Arab. He could live like a oil-rich Arab for a week or two. So that time he was assuming that he would be able to live like a oil-rich Arab. So Hari decreased his speed, counted the money, and the money, it was 600 rupees. He was so happy and he was assuming that he would be able to live a lavish life, a comfortable life for at least a week or two, like a oil-rich Arabs that lives in the Arabian country, and those who are possessing the oil wells. Oil wells
They are very rich.
So oil-rich Arabs possessing the oil wells, and they are usually very, very rich personalities of the world. So he was thinking that I would be able to live a lavish life like a oil-rich Arab for at least a week or two. So he was so happy at that time. When I reached the station, I did not stop at the ticket office. I had never bought a ticket in my life, but dashed straight to the platform. So when he reached at the station, and then he went to the platform because he had never purchased a ticket in his life because he was a thief, and you cannot expect this thing from a thief that he would purchase a ticket. So he said he never purchased a ticket in his life, and directly he went to the platform and the train was about to start. The Lucknow Express was just moving out. The train had still to pick up speed and I should have been able to jump into one of the carriages. So when Hari reached at the station, the Lucknow Express was just moving out. The train was just about to move, was just about to go, and then the train had still to pick up the speed. So it was like it was trying to move slowly and slowly. The train was just started at that moment. The speed was enough to catch the train. He was able to catch the train easily, Hari, and I should have been able to jump into one of the carriages. So Hari was easily able to catch the train. He was able to jump into the train or to move or hop into any one of the carriage or any one of the bogie easily of the train. But what he did, I hesitated. For some reason I can't explain, and I lost the chance to get away. So he said I hesitated. I stopped for a moment. I paused back for a moment, and for some reason I can't explain, and I lost the chance to get away. He lost the chance to run away from the situation, from that whole scene. And he said, I hesitated for a moment. I stopped myself for a moment. He was in a dilemma. He was in a moment of fix, that he was stuck there at the platform. Why? Because so many things were going on in Hari's mind, because he was thinking there about Anil. Anil helped him a lot. He offered him a job, and he offered him accommodation at his house, and he gave him breakfast, dinner, and he helped him a lot. Even Anil taught him how to read and write. He was thinking that just now he robbed a person which who helped him a lot. है ना? Just now he robbed a person who helped him a lot and who treated him like a friend. That is why he was in a dilemma what to do, to run away from there or not. So he stood there for a while. Train left the station and he was still there on the platform. When the train had gone, I found myself standing alone on the deserted platform. So train went and Hari was still there on the platform, and he was thinking what to do. Nobody was there. It was totally vacant on the platform because train just now left the station. He was alone. I had no idea where to spend the night. I had no friends, believing that friends were more trouble than help. So at that moment when he noticed that train has gone and he was alone, that time he was thinking what to do, because he was not having a single friend. Only and only one friend he was having. It was the same person to whom he has just robbed, and he never made friends in his whole life because he was thinking that friends are always and always troublesome. Friends would create problems in a thief's life. They would reveal up your identity in front of the police. So that is why he never made friends in his life. So he was thinking what to do now. And I did not want to make anyone curious by staying at one of the small hotels near the station. One more thing, it was going on in his mind. He thought that I had money. I can stay in any one hotel. So many hotels were there near the station. But then he thought like a thief that it's not safe to stay in any hotel nearby, because if he would stay in any of the hotel, then the situation will be queer. Then the situation will be mystifying. The situation will be queer, or the situation will be peculiar for him. So that is why he dropped this idea. And then he thought the only person I knew, the only person he knew really well was the man I had just robbed. Leaving the station, I walked slowly through the bazaar. So he was helpless. Not a single place was there in the whole city where he would be able to stay. So he was confused. He was in a dilemma. He was in a state of fix. What to do next? So students, We have discussed today the chapter, the thief story. Rest of our chapter we will discuss in our next one video.